If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, visit Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet on Kane Street in Gate City. Daugherty Brothers has been experience the Daugherty difference and dedication. These are the three words that describe Delegate Terry Kilgore. Representing the people of the 1st Legislative District for the past decade, Delegate Kilgore has earned the respect and admiration of the people of Southwest Virginia. Proven leadership year after year has enabled Delegate Kilgore to bring to the people of the 1st Legislative District an impeccable record of accomplishments. Being chairman of 2 subcommittees, vice chairman of the Tobacco Commission, appointments to several other boards and commissions, and also a board member of the Mike Jenkins Evangelistic Association, keeps Delegate Kilgore dedicated to the fine folks of the 1st District. A consistent, conservative, and common-sense voting record that cannot be matched by any other legislator in the Commonwealth makes Delegate Kilgore one of the most respected and trusted legislators in Richmond. Experience, leadership, and dedication, the ingredients of success. Delegate Terry Kilgore, the people's choice. Paid for by Terry Kilgore. They do best. Jackson Street Formals is proud to sponsor Gate City High School athletic events for the 2004 season. Located at their new, larger, and more convenient location at 106 Kane Street in downtown Gate City, Jackson Street Formals is the premier prom and pageant supplier in the entire area. They feature the most current and distinctive fashions for proms and pageants and their accessories. Prom season is just around the corner, so call 386-6799 to schedule your private viewing. Where do you turn when you have a legal problem? The law office of Jeffrey S. Hamilton offers a full range of legal services, including personal injury, real estate, title work, criminal defense, wills, powers of attorney, estates, automobile accidents, and divorces. Experience in the courtroom does matter. Jeff Hamilton has 22 years of legal experience practicing in Virginia courts. Hamilton Law Office is conveniently located across the street from the Scott County Courthouse at 111 East Jackson Street in Gate City. For an appointment, call 386-7023. The Law Office of Jeff Hamilton, providing Southwest Virginia with quality legal services since 1981. Scott County Long Distance offers State Line Graphics, located in Weber City, has been serving the printing needs of Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee since 1989. Visit them today for all of your commercial and screen printing applications. They can screen print t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, golf shirts, and other items. Stop by today if you are in the market for carbonless forms, any type of stationery, wedding and social announcements, business cards, and many other imprinted items. They now do in-house embroidery. They also can do vinyl graphics. Let their professional staff help you design just the right logo for your business or sports requirements. Visit the friendly staff at State Line Graphics in Weber City soon and let them handle all of your printing needs. They are open from 7:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Call them today at 386-6662.
First here from Castlewood High School. Nice facility here for any kind of tournament or basketball game, as a matter of fact. And I'd like to be here next week.
Well, or somewhere. Yeah, that would be nice. But of course, the Blue Devils tonight playing without starting point guard Nate Clark, who drew the 2 technical fouls in the last game, and that's an ejection. And so therefore, Nate has to set a game out, and that'll be tonight, and we're ready for our national anthem.
As you may hear, good crowd here tonight for the tournament. Gate City, as a matter of fact, might have a little more fans here than Castlewood.
Of course, Castlewood playing on their home floor.
Jonathan Salyer starting. Bradford Clevenger.
Number 30, senior
Travis Salyer.
Number 32, junior Zach Robinson.
And rounding out the starting 5.
Number 42, freshman Brad McReynolds.
McReynolds is a 6'3" freshman.
Now here's the starters. The starters are John Meade.
Oh, okay.
At guard, number 40, Josh Nash.
Josh Nash starts at another guard.
Meade's a 5'10" senior.
22, Drew Carter.
Nash, 5'10" junior. Carter, a 5'11" sophomore. Brandon Talford is a 5'9" senior.
At center, number 34,
Andrew Justice rounds out the starting 5 for Castlewood, 6'2" and a freshman. Here last night in the girls' competition, Twin Springs beat Clintwood, Kelly over Twin Valley. As the Blue Devils from Gage City are being introduced. So that'll match up girls' contest here tomorrow Hayside versus Twin Springs, and Thomas Walker versus J.J. Kelly. As last night, Twin Springs beat Castlewood 38-37 and Kelly over Twin Valley 39-29.
Number 33, senior, Derek Smith. Number 45, sophomore, Josh
This action will continue after tonight. Twin Valley will play Burton next, and Thursday, Council versus the winner of this game, followed by Twin Springs versus the winner of the game to follow.
At guard, number 22, Drew Scott.
Hubbard, McMurray, Scott, Luke Humphreys,
And then forward,
Will Humphreys.
Will Humphreys to start for the Blue Devils.
So the Blue Devils in the home white, Castlewood in the road blue, even though they're playing on their home court, they're the lower seeded team.
That's right. That's Hubbard 6'4" senior, Luke Humphreys 6 foot junior, Jesse 5'9" junior, Will Humphreys 6 foot senior, and Scott is a 6'3" senior.
The officials are John Altizer, Steve Honaker, and
Mullins is the last name.
Stuart Mullins. Mullins, Honaker, and Altizer. And Altizer will be the one to toss it up and get the region tournament underway. Tip up controlled by the Blue Devils. Hubbard tips it over to McMurray. Jesse will have it. Get it left side, Luke Humphreys. Hubbard cuts through, can't get to him. Along the baseline to Will Humphreys. Goes off his hands out of bounds. So turnover to Castlewood. Gate City will open up with pressure. This is Talford. Brandon Talford picked up by Luke Humphreys. Talford has it in front court. Picks up his dribble, gets it over here to Carter. Carter with it to Meade. Meade, now Talford with it. Talford behind the back dribble, gets it over here for the three, up and no good by Carter. Rebound tipped around, Hubbard tips it over to Scott. Scott brings it in front court for the Blue Devils. Back to Luke Humphreys, swinging around Will Humphreys. Will gets it along the baseline to Hubbard, kicks it back over now to Scott, to Luke Humphreys. 17-footer, Luke Humphreys, good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Humphreys for two, the Blue Gate City leads 2-0. Can't call the Blue Devils, can we? These are both Blue Devils.
You can't be wrong if you do.
Justice gets it to Talford, ball loose on the floor. Talford falls down, gets it to Scott with it. Scott drives, play up good. Drew Scott with the bucket.
What a game Scott had the other night at Appalachia.
Yes, he did. Drew's really played well for us. Here's an inbounds, stolen away by McMurray. It goes off Jesse, though, out of bounds. It'll belong to Castlewood.
Just ran out of room on the baseline.
Carter to throw it in. Carter has trouble getting it in. Now gets it into, that is Nash. He's changed numbers. Nash 14. With it is Meade. Walk, no call. Meade puts it on the floor. Carries the ball that time. Now here's the pass stolen away. Off of Hubbard's back, Scott comes up with it. Scott drives all the way down. His shot up, no good. Rebound Talford. Talford's blocked or bumped out of bounds by Will Humphreys. Foul on Will will be his first. That'll be the team's first.
Well, fortunately, back on the other end, Gate City finally got the turnover on the third try.
So Castlewood with it.
But got nothing out of it.
Nash has it. He'll circle in front court. Pick up his dribble, gets it over to Talford. Talford drives. He's picked up there by Estep, who's checked in. Now here's Justice. His shot up from in front, good. Drew Justice with Castlewood's first points. It's 4-2. Gate City. McMurray has it. Get it over to Scott, right side. Scott drives along the baseline, lays it off down low for Estep. His shot up off the glass, missed it. Rebound pulled out there, Justice. Justice gets it to Nash.
That's one Mark won't miss often.
Nash has it. And along the baseline to Justice. Kick it over here to Carter. Here's jumper up, no good. Rebound Hubbard had a hand on it. Justice has it. Justice gets it over to Carter. Carter travels.
4th turnover, and it's early.
Logan Bateman in for Drew Scott for Gate City. Gate City leads 4-2, 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. The winner Thursday night will meet Council, the number 1 seed from the Black Diamond District in the Region D semifinals. Gate City has it. McMurray out between the rings now. Bateman, right side, E-step. E-step, gets it down low to Hubbard. Kick it back out McMurray. Open head of the key for 3. Shot no good. Rebound Hubbard. Hubbard puts it on the floor. Gets it back to McMurray. Drive, stops, pops, 15-footer. No good. Rebound Bateman for Gate City. Bateman kicks it back out near the timeline to E-step. Now gets it back. Bateman out on top. McMurray. McMurray has it. Get it right side. That's Hubbard. Down low to E-step. Offensive foul called on Mark E-step. Telford draws the offensive foul. So the turnover to Castlewood.
Josh Kilgore in for Will Humphreys.
And Castlewood has it. Carter looks, gets it in over here in the corner to Nash. Nash gets it back to Carter. Now he'll race in front court with it. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Hands it off to Nash. Nash gets it down low. Justice. Shot blocked away by Hubbard. Coming out there with it, Hubbard for the Blue Devils. Good block by Will. Got to get it to McMurray in front court. Down low. E-step. He walks. Yes, he did.
And he had the open shot.
So another turnover, and Castlewood with it. Justice. Justice roams in front court with it. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Nash. Nash drives down the right of the lane. His runner off the glass. No good. Hubbard with another rebound. Hubbard gets it over to McMurray. McMurray gets it right side Kilgore. Kilgore puts it on the floor. Can't shoot. Back to Hubbard. Get it to McMurray, head of the key. McMurray drives, stops, pops, 14-footer, no good. Rebound Justice. Justice gets it over to Telford. Telford picked up at the mid-court line by E-step. Telford puts it on the floor, drives down. His shot off the glass is good. And we've got a timeout on the floor by Gate City. It's Gate City 4, Castlewood 4.
In Castlewood. Of course, the loser is finished on the year. Winner advances to game 1 Thursday here at Castlewood.
For the Blue Devils, it'll be Luke Humphreys, Drew Scott, Mark E-step, Derek Smith, and Josh Kilgore now. Kilgore has it, right side. Now out on top, Humphreys. Humphreys hands it back to Scott. Now gets it left side, Smith. Open for the 3, shot, no good. Foul called on the rebound. Who will it be? On Gate City.
Luke Humphreys.
Luke picks up his first, team's third. So Castlewood will have it. Castlewood, that is Jonathan Sager. Sager across the timeline, drives all the way down, stops, can't shoot, gets it over here to Carter. His shot up for 3, good. Joe Carter with 3, and Castlewood leads Gate City 7-4. Scott drops it, gets it to Smith. Now Luke Humphreys with it. Luke on top, Josh Kilgore. Now right side E-step. E-step, back to Humphreys. Now left side, that's Kilgore. Swinging around head of the key, Humphreys. Humphreys drives in the lane. His jumper up, no good. Rebound Smith, no good. Rebound Telford for Castlewood. Telford has it up for right side. Cut off, gets it over to Carter now. Driving to the bucket, Meade tries to leave it off for Justice. Knocked out of bounds by Luke Humphreys.
Gate City 4 points early, but
It's been a while.
That's it.
Hubbard and McMurray check in the lineup for the Blue Devils. Castlewood has it. Meade gets it over in the corner to Sager. Sager loses possession of the ball, picks it up, and gets it to Telford out the mid-court line. Telford guarded by McMurray now. Telford stops, 15-footer in the air, good. Telford with 4. Castlewood leads 9-4. 2:20 to go, first quarter. McMurray gets it to Scott. Castlewood playing the 2-3 zone. That's bothering Gate City, and we're going to have a foul called on Brandon Talford. Foul on Talford, his first. That'll be the team's first. Will Humphreys in for Derek Smith for Gate City. So Gate City to inbound. Scott throws it in to McMurray. Now between the rings, Hubbard, right side, right corner with it, Scott. Scott gets it back to Luke Humphreys. Luke can't shoot, back to Scott. Scott, head of the key, Luke Humphreys. Humphreys puts it on the floor, now gets it to Hubbard. Hubbard kicks it over Scott. Scott puts it on the floor, drives down, shot off the glass, good. Drew Scott with the field goal. It's 9-6 Castlewood, 1:45 to go first quarter. Sawyer has it, gets it over here, Carter, now in the corner, Meade. Meade with it, spins, can't shoot, gets it to Justice. Justice drives in the lane, leaves it over here for Sawyer. Sawyer drives along the baseline, shot up, no good, rebound Humphreys, gets it to Hubbard. Hubbard in front court with it, 1:20 to go first quarter. Here's Scott, gets it over to Humphreys for three, shot no good. Rebound, Will Humphreys tips it to Hubbard. Hubbard backs it back out, and he's fouled by Brandon Talford. Foul on Talford's his second. That'll be the team's second. Not that familiar with Castlewood, but I can imagine he's not one they'd want to get in.
Nah, I don't think so.
Castlewood yet to make a substitution. Well, no, they have made one substitution, so their bench certainly not as deep. Gate City has it. McMurray launches the three, shot no good. Rebound, that's Jonathan Sawyer. Sawyer will walk it up, 60 seconds to go first quarter. Sawyer gets it over here to Carter. Carter guarded by Scott, now Talford. Guarded there by Luke Humphreys. Talford gets it over to McReynolds, who's checked in. He leaves it off for Justice. Justice flips it back to Sawyer. Sawyer gets it down low. Now to Justice, shot up, good. Good ball movement there by Castlewood to get to 2 points. 11-6, Castlewood leads. Scott gets it down low along the baseline to Humphreys, shot up, no good, foul called. I believe that foul will be on Drew Justice, his first, team's third. Will Humphreys to shoot two for Gate City.
Yeah, and I suspect foul trouble would be a problem for Castlewood, because they're not rotating a man like Gate City does.
Will Humphreys free throw, good. Cuts Castlewood's lead to 4 at 11-7.
Aaron Williams, head coach here at Castlewood.
Humphreys ready for his second free throw, which is up and good. So Will hits 2 free throws.
Bateman in for Scott, who Scott hit the court hard a moment or so ago. Seems to be fine.
He's young.
He was trying to block a shot.
Sawyer has it. Sawyer, guarded by McMurray, has it in front court. Picks up his dribble, gets it over here to Carter. Carter back to Talford. Talford has it, 10 seconds to go. Look for a screen. There comes the screen. Talford, ball on the floor, a 5-second count. Sawyer was trying to set a screen for him, and quite honestly didn't do a real good job of doing that, and caused Talford really to lose his dribble. Here's McMurray with it, 2 seconds, 1 second. McMurray way short on the shot.
I wonder if he was fouled.
I think the way he acted, he was, but anyway, that's the end of the first quarter with a score. Castlewood 11, Gate City 8.
Back in a minute.
11-8 the score. We're set to begin the second quarter here at Castlewood. Castlewood leads Gate City. And Castlewood with it to start the second quarter. Talford guarded by Bateman, stops, almost walks, throws it away. Hubbard comes out there with it for Gate City. Hubbard almost had it stolen away from him by Sawyer. Goes out of bounds, belongs to Gate City. So the Blue Devils with it, McMurray. This is over to Eastep. He stepped to Bateman. Bateman has it out front. Now Hubbard, swing it over to McMurray. In the lane, Will Humphreys, his shot up, good. Will Humphreys for two, it's 11-10 Castlewood. Justice brings it in front court, guarded by Hubbard. Justice drives in the lane, leaves it off over here to Sager. Sager across the lane to Justice. Justice puts it on the floor, drives down, shot up, no good. Foul call, Will Hubbard. Foul on Will's his first, team's fourth. And for Castlewood, they'll have Drew Justice at the line shooting two.
Well, Hubbard blocked one from behind earlier. I was surprised he got away with that, and he didn't that time.
Free throw, no good. Josh Kilgore and Derek Smith in for Estep and Hubbard for Gate City. Castlewood has Justice's second free throw, go in. So it's 12-10 Castlewood. Gate City has it. Smith swinging around to Kilgore. Out on top, McMurray. He'll launch a three, shot good. That's McMurray for three. The Blue Devils of Gate City back on top, 13-12. Carter has it. He drives all the way to the baseline, cut off there by Kilgore, gets it to Talford. Talford crossover dribble, loses control of it. Kilgore comes up with it, a held ball, possession area to Gate City. So, Hubbard and Scott back in for the Blue Devils. Kilgore and Bateman check out. So it's Smith, Scott, McMurray, Hubbard, and Will Humphreys for Gate City. And Drew has it, gets it over to Smith, left open for the three.
Good.
No good. Rebound Justice.
I was right in line to see that. Looked good from here.
And here's the ball stolen away by McMurray for the Blue Devils. Gate City with it. McMurray behind the back dribble, gets it over to Scott along the baseline. Will Humphreys, his reverse layup, good.
Nice, strong move on the baseline.
Will with 6 in the Blue Devils of Gate City lead the Blue Devils of Castlewood 15-12. Here's Talford. He stomps, pops off the side of the backboard. Talford over the back of Humphreys. No call. Scott comes up with it. Scott races in front court, drives all the way down. Offensive foul called on Drew Scott.
Yeah, he had two defenders there under the bucket.
I'm not sure.
A little too aggressive.
I'm not sure Altizer got that one right. That might have been a block. We'll have to watch that on film. So Castlewood with it off the Blue Devil turnover. That's Sager. Jonathan Sager with it, guarded by McMurray. Has it right side, now right corner, Talford. Talford stops, pops 16-footer, in, out, no good. Rebound fought for by the Blue Devils and by Carter. It goes off Carter out of bounds. Belongs to Gate City. They lead by 3. They trailed 11-6, so they've outscored 9-1 Castlewood. Derek Smith for Gate City gets it to Scott. He'll shoot the three. Shot, Scott, good. Drew Scott for three. Timeout. Castlewood, Gate City leads 17-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
18-12, Gate City leads, 5:26 to go. First half over Castlewood here at Castlewood.
Gate City's outscored Castlewood 10-1 here in the second quarter. Here's Sager fouled by McMurray. Jesse going for the steal. Didn't quite come up with the steal before he bumped Sager. Fifth, make that 16th foul on Gate City. And Castlewood has it center court. Talford gets it into Justice. Justice lobs it over here for McReynolds. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Carter. Now out on top between the rings, Sager. Sager gets it down to Carter on the backdoor cut for Talford on the backdoor cut for the layup. Good. 18-14, 5 minutes to go first half. Gate City leads with the basketball. Smith gets it down low to Will Humphreys. Will, his shot up over Talford. Good. Talford has to be careful playing with those two fouls. 20-14 Gate City leads. Brandon Talford for Castlewood has it. Guarded by Scott. Talford drives, leaves it over here. Jonathan Sager open for the three. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Who comes out there with it? Nobody. It goes off Justice out of bounds. Belongs to Gate City.
He step in for Smith.
And now set to go. Scott will bring it up the floor for Gate City. Scott has it, drives the foul line, gets it left side. McMurray launches a three. Shot, no good. Rebound, Talford. Talford for Castlewood has it. Now he's picked up by Estep. He keeps keeping a new body on Talford at every break. With it's Meade. Meade drives in the lane, leaves it off for Sager. Sager puts it on the floor, has it tipped. Sager runs it down. Hounded over there by McMurray. Sager drives down, goes off his foot, bounces it off his foot out of bounds. Score remains 20-14. Gate City with the lead, 4:02 to go here in the first half. At Castlewood Region D tournament. Jesse McMurray will walk it up for the Blue Devils. Will Hubbard back in, and Logan Bateman. Bateman has it, gets it over right side Estep. Estep circles, head of the key, hands it off to McMurray. McMurray back to Hubbard. Swing it over to Bateman. Bateman has it now. McMurray drives in the lane and throws it away. Try to get it back to Hubbard. Sager steals it. Sager drives all the ways down. Shot up, no good. Foul called on Logan Bateman. Foul on Bateman's his first. That'll be the team's 7th. Jonathan Salyer go to the line to shoot 2, though, as he was fouled in the act of shooting for Castlewood.
Nobody in foul trouble for Gate City. And 2 on Talford for Castlewood.
Free throw by Sager is good. Drew Scott in for Jesse McMurray. Sager's second free throw, good also. Makes the score 20-16 now. Gate City with the lead. Estep has it, Bateman, Hubbard, now Luke Humphreys. Luke has it right side out on top, Estep. Estep over to Bateman. Bateman gets it back to Scott. To Hubbard, now to Estep. Estep puts it on the floor, now gets it right side Hubbard, and he throws it away.
Tried to feed Luke in low. And way off target.
So it belongs to Castlewood. Will Humphreys, Josh Kilgore into the lineup. Luke Humphreys and Logan Bateman check out. Gate City with the pressure in the backcourt. Here's Sager, tipped out of bounds by Scott. So it'll remain Castlewood's basketball. 3:04 to go, first half. Gate City on top, 20-16. Carter to get it in, does so to Sager. Now Sager races in front court. Doesn't have the numbers. He'll stop, pop from in front from about 6 feet. Good. Castlewood's cut Gate City's lead to 2. It's 20-18. Estep has it. He's in trouble. Trapp now gets it to Kilgore. Kilgore drives in the lane. Shot up, no good. Foul call.
He'll shoot 2.
Foul will be on Drew Justice, his second. The team's 4th. And Josh Kilgore to shoot 2. And it's been a long time since Josh Kilgore scored for Gate City. Weeks. Still been weeks as he missed the free throw. Josh set out the better part of, I guess, close to 3 weeks with an ankle injury. Josh's second free throw, also no good. Rebound, Sager. And he'll bring it across the timeline. Head of the key, now gets it over here to Carter. Carter with it out front. Now to Talford. Talford guarded by Estep. Castlewood looking to tie. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Meade has it. Puts it on the floor now. Gets it over to Carter. Carter with it. Gets it down low, Sager. Sager shot up, no good. He's fouled by Drew Scott. Foul on Drew's his second. That'll be the team's 8th. Shooting 2 for Castlewood will be Jonathan Sager.
to tie.
Free throw, Sawyer. Good.
His place is filling up.
Yes, it is.
It's tournament time.
I was going to say. McMurray and Bateman back in for Gate City. Free throw, Sawyer is good. So Sawyer with another 2 free throws. He has 6 points. We're tied at 20. 2:10 to go first half. Hubbard has it. Gets it over to Bateman. Bateman out on top. McMurray. He'll launch a 3. Shot McMurray. No good. Rebound tipped. Humphreys tipped around. E-step comes out there with it. Gets it back to Bateman. Bateman over to Hubbard. Hubbard now E-step. E-step puts it on the floor. Gets it down low. Will Humphreys. Shot up no good. Talford picks up his 3rd foul.
With 1:48 to go in the half, let's see if they'll sit him. Yes, they will.
No, they don't have much choice. Will Humphreys shooting 2 for Gate City.
McReynolds set to check in. Maybe.
Free throw by Wheels, good.
No, it's Nash to check in.
(21-20) Gate City leads. 1:48 to go here in the first half. Will Humphrey second. In out, no good. Tipped around. E-step has it, and he shoved from behind and fouled. If that's Justice, that's 3 on Justice. But it's not. It's on Sawyer. He is first. And the Blue Devils not yet in the 1-and-1. That's only the 16th foul on Castlewood. We'll have Hubbard to throw it in. Now swing it out front to Bateman. Hit it right side. That's E-step. E-step with it over to McMurray. He'll launch a 3. Shot McMurray good. Jesse McMurray for 3, and the Blue Devils lead Castlewood 24-20. Here's Justice. Justice has it in front court for Castlewood. Get it over to Sawyer. Sawyer with it. Out front, and he throws it away.
Get Bateman in the back.
McMurray with it for Gate City. Get it to E-step. E-step loses possession of the basketball, out of bounds.
Had a good lane to the bucket, just lost control of the round ball.
Got bumped a little bit. No harm, no foul, just lost possession. Sawyer with it. Sawyer drives all the way down, and he walks. Well, no, he don't. They say he's fouled.
Oh, he leaned in trying to draw that foul. 2 Blue Devils standing there with their hands straight up.
Jesse McMurray picks up his 2nd. And just like Castlewood, Gate City playing without Nate Clark tonight certainly can't get Jesse McMurray in foul trouble. 1:04 to go here in the first half. Gate City on top. Free throw, Sawyer good. (24-21) Gate City make it 24-22 as Sawyer hits another free throw. That's he's 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. McMurray for the Blue Devils gets it to Hubbard, swinging around left side. Bateman now out on top. McMurray. McMurray's long jumper for 3, good. Jesse McMurray for 3. The Blue Devils of Gate City lead the Blue Devils of Castlewood by 5. Sawyer has it, gets it over here to Meade. Meade with it. Now to Justice. Justice back out front to Carter. Carter with it, picks up his dribble. 5-second count on. Get it over here to Sawyer. Sawyer. Jesse's got to be careful playing with those 2 fouls. Sawyer with it. Back over here to Justice. 20 seconds to go. Justice has it. Ball on the floor. Now has it. Drives. Gives it over to Nash, and he loses possession. No, he don't. Goes off the Blue Devils, out of bounds. Goes off of Gate City, out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right. He did lose possession. We got a lucky break there. With 12 seconds to go in the half.
Luke Humphreys checks into the lineup for Jesse McMurray, and that's
good move, Coach.
Yeah, you don't need to pick up the 3rd there. Sawyer has it for Castlewood. Out front. picks up his dribble, gets it to Justice. Justice drives down the lane, gets it over here for the shot up, no good. Foul called over the back. Drew Carter on the rebound. Gate City now will have somebody shooting 1-on-1 with 0.4 of a second to go here in the first half. Will Humphreys will be shooting a 1-on-1. Gate City leads 27-22, 0.4 of a second left here in the first half. Humphreys free throw up and good. So Will have his second one upcoming. Free throw, good. So Will Humphreys hits two, extends Gate City's lead to 29-22, and that will be the end of the first half here at Castlewood.
Back after these messages. 29-22, Gate City leads Castlewood.
So the Gate City with a 7-point lead to start the second half. Castlewood will have the basketball. That's Sawyer with it. Sawyer gets it down low to Talford, who almost loses it out of bounds, controls it, brings it back out to the right side. Talford guarded by Luke Humphreys, picks up his dribble now and gets it over here right side. Here's Justice for the shot, no good. Rebound Drew Scott for Gate City. Scott with it quickly in front court, has it stolen away from behind by Carter. So Castlewood has it. That is Brandon Talford. Talford leaves it over left side to Carter. Now to Meade. Meade double teamed, held ball, possession error, Gate City.